Ethan was diagnosed with an anaplastic ependymoma, which is a very cancerous form of brain tumor, when he was 2 years old.
They show you this plan, the next 2.5 years of your life.
And they want to start treatment
and they want
right
to start
away.
treatment right away. They want to install a port right away. And I had no idea what a port was, or what treatment entailed or anything.
It's kind of a whirlwind for them. It's emotional, but it's also, there's information that really we need to get across to patients on what to expect.
The best way to describe being told that your child has cancer is having the wind knocked out of you and you feel like you just can't ever catch your breath.
Financially, it was really difficult for us.
You start thinking like, oh my God, I can't go to work, I can't pay my bills, all this stuff that you don't have any time to be worried about this stuff right now.
We received the diagnosis unexpectedly one night, and I had to leave work basically the next day.
You don't have a toothbrush, you don't have a nightgown, you don't know how this whole thing works.
And we're signing these papers that say all these side effects that could happen. Other cancers could happen from this. And we have to sign it literally within a day of finding out your life has been changed.
Going from LifeStar to surgery, his lungs both collapsing, him not being able to swallow, not being able to eat, 5 months of chemo, 5 months of radiation. You watch your little boy lose his eyelashes and lose his eyebrows.
So Michelle had told me a story about climbing this mountain, like Mount Everest. And all these things happen to you as you're climbing the mountain. When you got to the top of the mountain, there was a mountain lion there to attack you, and now you had to fight that mountain lion. And I think the moral of the story was that even when you have no fight left in you, you still have fight left in you, and you have to continue to fight.
The worst part of his diagnosis was the unknown.
I am a pediatric oncology nurse. People ask me all the time, how do you do what you do and work with children, or they say, oh, I could never do that. The truth is, I can't imagine not doing what I'm doing. For me, it's the resilience that we see in children. It's truly inspiring.
You figure it out when you're put in this situation. There's some strength that comes from within that you don't know that you have.
Her hair started falling out in clumps, and we were all really upset about it. I said, Mia, if we just shave it, I think it would be so much easier, and it'll just be over and done with, and we don't have to worry about it anymore. She agreed to it, and she's like, Mommy, I look really pretty. I said, of course you look pretty. You look pretty with hair or without hair.
Santino has no recollection of any of what he went through. And yet, it really made him the most incredible and the strongest human being I've ever met.
The thing that amazes me is just her resilience, her spirit, her attitude. She's just constantly smiling.
If she can do this, we could do anything.
It was just so extremely inspirational to see that no matter how sick he felt, he wasn't going to let it hold him back.
My daughter Michelle, she was an inspiration to others in a lot of ways. For me, it was her courage to keep fighting for her life, to be strong during when she was really sick, because she wanted to do what everyone else her age was doing. And she proved it on Mother's Day when she graduated with magna cum laude, high honors. That was my best Mother's Day present I could have ever gotten.
You kind of got to lose that, pride in yourself a little bit and say, listen, I'm going to need help.
Circle of Care is probably the first organization that had stepped in when we were diagnosed in the hospital with a form of survival.
To me, it meant support that parents and kids with cancer needed. The fact that Circle of Care took the time to take these beautiful photos of my daughter Michelle and exhibit them. I see her smiling, and I know that she was happy all the way up until the end when she passed away. It means a lot to me because then other parents and other people will know about these children.
It seems like a simple thing, a bag full of stuff, but it was so much more than that. I still remember getting it.
The Circle of Care room makeover was amazing for us. The fact that she had total control over what her room was going to be, she was floored and loved it, and she still loves everything about it. She won't let me change anything about it.
Her face when she came into the reveal was priceless. The colors, the trees, her little reading area, and every time she turned and looked in a different direction, there was something different and new. And
it just shows us how much good there actually is in the world, because you kind of forget.
What's your favorite part about your room?
Hugging it free, like that.
You hug your tree on your wall?
Circle of Care has been there with me since day one and is a lifelong friendship and relationship that can't be replaced by anything else.
Imagine yourself in the situation where you've just heard the worst possible news about your child having cancer. When I think of Circle of Care, it's providing for families and caring for families where they really need it the most.